Hugh, let's get into a topic that I did not anticipate we would have at any point this season. So when the NBA season started, I kind of just shrugged my shoulders at the 2025-2026 Sixers. I was very excited for the idea of VJ Edgecombe, but I didn't think much about this particular team this particular year. I didn't, right? I just thought, okay, it's a growing year, it's a building year, and it's not going to be anything that on, let's say, the eve of the NBA trade deadline, we're like, you know what? Maybe there's something here. Maybe it's worth investing in. But as I sit here today on February 4th, a little over 28 hours or whatever it is, 29 hours till the NBA trade deadline, I watched them win last night for the fifth straight time. VJ Edgecombe has emerged as more than your typical rookie. Tyrese Maxey looks to be this season one of the, 10 to 12 best players in the whole world. Yeah. And they have Joel Embiid playing at a level I never anticipated he would play at again, and he's healthy right now. Now, I recognize, just like everybody else, that is a right now thing with Joel Embiid, and I don't know. But I have those three things right now on the eve of the trade deadline. And Hugh Douglas, if I'm Daryl Morey, I can't just not do anything. I can't just sit around and sit on my hands and say, I'll stand pat. I heard the morning show today. I saw their poll about what would you rather, kind of the trade deadline stuff. And one of the choices was stand pat. I can't stand pat if I'm Daryl Morey. I have to invest in this basketball team. As I look at the standings right now, they're 29-21. That's good for sixth in the Eastern Conference. They're also only 2.5 games out of number 2 in the Eastern Conference. That's how bunched this thing is. And number 1... And while they're having a nice year, I mean, the Detroit Pistons are the number 1 seed. I mean, other than Tobias Harris and Cade Cunningham, I doubt many people can name many Pistons. All right? Like,
Tobias been there,
well, it's not about him. You know that. Don't lie to yourself. It's about the young players. But regardless,
congratulations, Tobias
the number
Harris.
1 seed is very unproven. The number 2 seed Celtics might not have Tatum the whole year. They're doing it with coaching and just they're piecing it together. The East is open. Maxey's playing like a top 10 player in the world. I got to invest in this basketball team. 215-592-9494. Do you want Daryl Morey and the Sixers to invest and go get some help to try to win right now ahead of schedule? Hugh Douglas, where are you at?
No.
Because
I think your biggest trade piece is going to be VJ, right? If we're talking about what you're going to have to use to get somebody in here.
Well, not necessarily. Well, for Giannis, sure. But I wouldn't say to get better they need to trade VJ. I mean, they could trade other things.
Like?
Well, they could sell low on Jared McCain, who was last year's, hot rookie. They could also they have a pick. They have a Clippers pick in a couple years that looks like it could be one of the best assets in the NBA. I mean, they could trade that for a player that would help them right now. I mean, they could do things other than VJ Edgecombe to help the basketball team.
No. I'm a stand pat. I like what they're doing. I know what you're saying, but I think that the NBA is trending more towards team basketball as opposed to star-driven. And the reason I think that is because before the Golden State Warriors became the Golden State Warriors, a lot of people didn't believe that they could win the way that they played, their philosophy with Klay Thompson and Steph and Draymond there. And then you look at what OKC was able to do last year. Stay the course. I think you have something good going for you. And then I just think of Daryl Morey, man. The last couple of years, he's been catching a lot of heat. Fat Elliott. That's what I used to call him. Well, I still call him Fat Elliott. And he's done a great job of putting together a pretty good basketball team. Just let them grow, man. Let's just pour water on these young cats. Let them grow. Maxey's coming to his own. VJ looks good. And just add as you go. I think you would be in a better position if you do it that way as opposed to jumping the shark, if you will, and trying to push all in and win now.
Well, okay, so, I mean...
Sustainability.
Yeah, yes. I mean, it depends on the move they make, right? It depends on how much they give up. It depends on the move they make, and it depends on Joel Embiid's health. I mean, guys, isn't that a big part of this?
Yes.
So, you say stay the course, stand pat. Are we ever going to get this level of Joel again? I mean, I didn't think we were ever getting it again to begin with, right? Like, it's almost like... You don't expect something, and then you get it. Do you expect it to continue? Do you expect it to be next year? Like, is Joel going to be this good again next year, or a year older and more minutes? Is the inevitable injury going to happen? I guess they have an opportunity right now that I didn't anticipate. I didn't think Maxey would go from, pretty good young player
to one of the stars in the NBA and like overnight seemed like
in a couple years.
Celebrity, yeah.
Even a year ago when he was good, and he was very good actually. If you had told me, Joe, look at the NBA MVP odds on February 4th, 2026, would you see Tyrese Maxey's name somewhere on that like front page. I would say, no, come on. I mean, he's good. He's really good. But like
True.
NBA MVP, and I'm not saying he's going to win the MVP, but I think you look at the odds, he's top 6 or 7.
He's trending in the right direction.
Yeah, he is. He's one of those
starting
players.
the All-Star game.
Yeah, that's exactly. If you have a player that's starting the All-Star game, he's right now one of the 10 to 12 best players in the whole world. So I have that. I have Joel playing at a super high level again, a place I never thought he'd be. And the other part that's interesting to me is VJ Edgecombe. I mean, usually, rookies in the NBA, unless you're like the number one guy, right? Unless you're Cooper Flagg or whoever the number one guy is in different years, that rookie year could be a little choppy, right? Mm-hmm. Most NBA players don't jump in at 19, 20 years old and play at a really, really high level.
No, it's unheard of.
VJ has. So I go into the postseason this year, and I know I have VJ Edgecombe playing at a high level, and I love the way he plays the game. I have Maxey playing at an MVP-ish kind of level, and I got Embiid playing at a level that I thought he deserved to go to the All-Star game. If I'm Daryl Morey, Hugh, I got to invest. Plus, I just lost Paul George for 25 games. Go replace that. Go get a player. I know Barlow did well the other night, but go get a player to help replace that.
I think that what you're asking to do is a lot. I think that you're going to probably have to, in order to get the player that you want, it's probably going to cost you more than I'm willing to give. So I don't want to do that. I just want to have fun with this season because if you're being honest with yourself when it comes to the Sixers, we went into this season. It was like a couple months ago. We were talking about just enjoying the season, because we didn't know what it was going to be.
Yeah,
we didn't get the player we wanted. The guy that we wanted. Who was it that we wanted that didn't want to be here?
Oh, I didn't want Ace Bailey.
Well, no, Ace was a guy.
He's a loser.
He didn't want to be here. He wanted to go somewhere else where he had a chance to play.
Because he's a loser.
We have something good going on right now. And I just think that you should allow it to grow. You just put water on it, man, and let it grow.
Well, but I guess my thing is there's no guarantee it grows, right? Like. Yeah. Embiid could just get hurt again.
There's no guarantee that once you make this move that it's going to put you in a position to make a significant run. It could be like it has been in the past.
Absolutely could. But I guess to me it's worth giving a shot. Again, I'm not giving away the whole future, but I think this team is worth giving a little push for. They have been better than I think almost anyone in this city expected. They look like they could be anywhere from a 6 seed to a 2 seed. Go give them a boost. Go say, all right, man. Actually, we're going to play something here for you in a second from Joel Embiid, putting a little pressure on the organization. You know who I think deserves some help? Tyrese Maxey. When there's a player playing at this level,
yeah, I do agree with that.
I think it would be unfair to him to say, we're good. Just we're going to waste this season of you playing like a top 12 player in the NBA.
I do agree with you when it comes to that, but it's just I don't know. I feel like in order to make the team better, the price is going to be too high.
Well, maybe, but that's Daryl Morey's job, and it's his job to find the right balance between now and the future. 215-592-9494. All right, let's hear from Joel Embiid. This was from last week, talking about the team and kind of what his hope was as we go towards the trade deadline.
We see we've been ducking attacks the last couple of years, so hopefully we'll keep the same thing. I love all the guys that are in here, so I think we got a shot. So hopefully, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I hope that at least we get a chance to just go out and compete because we got a lot of good group of guys in this locker room, and vibes are great. So yeah, like I said in the past, we've been stuck in the time. So hopefully we think about improving because we have a chance.
Well, look, the bottom line is Joel Embiid there talking about the tax and the ownership and ducking it. Like he obviously is
feeling some kind of way.
Well, in so many words, he's saying, let's get some help. Let's try here. I'm healthy right now. And I'll say it for him. He's no longer the best player on the team. So now Joel has fallen down to being the second best player. There's a better player here. His name is Tyrese Maxey. For me, he's worth investing in. Go help Maxey. Go give something more to Embiid. And Edgecombe is a real player as a rookie. The trade deadline is tomorrow. We have a team in the middle of the race. I don't know if I could ever imagine a time where a team in Philadelphia is in the race and we're like, let's not invest. Let's not try. Like, who's going to represent the East in the finals?
It's up in the air.
That's it?
Detroit.
Yeah, not us.
Well, okay, but not us now. And maybe not us after the trade deadline.
Definitely not.
Well, okay, probably. But most years you have a feeling, right? It's Boston.
A definitive standout.
I mean, it could be the Knicks. It could be Boston without Tatum.
Well, should come back late, right?
Yeah, there was a story the other day that maybe he's not going to come back this year. I don't know. But look, Boston's. If I had to guess, maybe Boston would just go. But none of these teams look like dominant teams. And the Sixers have competed all year. I'd invest in the club as we go to the trade deadline. 215-592-9494. Kyle, where do you come down? A day away from the NBA trade deadline.
Yeah, I mean, where I come down is I'm wondering if you hit your head on your way in today.
Well,
He bumped it. He probably
it's the third time this week I've been asked that. My head is fine. It's bald, but it's fine.
Bald, shiny.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm trying to win.
No. This season is for funsies.
Funsies.
It
like
always
that.
was for funsies.
Yeah.
We went in just trying to tip the weenie scale a little bit, right? And I like the fact that it seems like it's moving in the other direction.
Tip the weenie scale.
Tipping the weenie scale.
We tried.
Yeah.
Hugh's been out on the Sixers since the summer. By the way, this has been.
That's not like I'm enjoying what they're doing. I
try to get excited on draft night. You threw cold water on that.
But that's what this should be about. Just enjoy this.
Sit back and enjoying the season.
This is think about it. I mean, we can laugh and joke about the Pistons and the Knicks all we want.
Yeah.
They're way better than us. And we're in this spot we are now with Embiid playing probably, I mean, the best he's played in a long time.
Yeah.
Do we know that that's going to continue?
Nope.
No. That's also with Paul George playing, who, by the way, is suspended for essentially the rest of the regular season.
Yeah, he was
right?
trying to get himself right.
So, this might be the peak in terms of heights that we reach in the standings, the 6th seed. Right here, we're not as good as those teams at the top. No matter what you want to say, that they're just the Detroit Pistons. They're better than us, and they're better than us no matter who we go get at the trade deadline. What are we going to do? Go get Giannis, who, by the way, is out for weeks with a calf injury.
Yeah,
and then what?
I do have a lot to say on the Giannis thing. We'll get to that.
But what happens? We bring him in. How does this work with Joel Embiid? I mean, how do they get this team ready with Giannis and Embiid on the same team in time to make a playoff run? This thing isn't going to work. So it's not going to work.
Right, I hear you. And I bet a lot of people out there feel similar to the way you do. 215-592-9494. Let me just point this out, though, because I think we, as sports fans, assume young team, young player, it's just a steady climb up. It doesn't always work like that. And let me give you this particular team and how I feel. Look, maybe Maxey elevates even more. Maybe he becomes a top 5 player in the world. But this might be the best he ever plays. And I don't think I'm putting him down by saying that. Like, the guy's averaged around 30 points a game the whole year. This might be the peak of Maxey for his whole career. Edgecombe is young, healthy, and showing he could play at a high level, and the game is not too big for him. Are we going to get this version of Joel Embiid ever again? I mean, if you, like you say to me, maybe next year's the year to invest. Well, next year, Joel Embiid could be out for the season. Or he could be out this time of the year with another knee surgery. Like, we have a moment in time where Joel is healthy and we're not asking him any longer to carry the load. So next year, maybe Maxey's just as good. Maybe. Maybe Edgecombe jumps up from where he is at 20 years old to 21. Maybe. Maybe Embiid's gone for the year. Maybe George is gone. Like, maybe next year it's actually not as good as it is this year. Sometimes, like, I know we felt a certain way entering the season. Hugh, I think we all, the three of us, felt similar. Like,
yeah, just enjoy it. We said we were going to sit back.
Circumstances changed.
It does, man, and allow these young cats to grow. Nothing's guaranteed, Joe. It's not guaranteed that we're going to win a title if you go out and get somebody.
Well,
if you go out and get that help.
40 years.
No, I understand, and we're getting a little antsy around here, but I like the fact that these young guys have come in and they've given us something to be excited about. And not only that, going into this season, let's be honest, how much did we expect Joel Embiid to contribute anyway? Well,
not much, but he's here and healthy.
Okay, so now since you've seen it, thank you, Kyle, and now all of a sudden you want to jump the gun and start throwing money after cats just to try to make a run that might not even happen instead of building it the old-fashioned way?
I don't understand the idea of just letting the season just be. Like, we have a chance to go win something.
Because
why not?
See, well, I think that's where we fundamentally disagree.
Well, okay, all right. To me, though, there's value with some young players like Maxey and Edgecombe of making a run. Like, if you tell me right now, if the season ends today, what happens? I'd say they get knocked out in the first round. Mm-hmm. They go get some help. Why can't they make a run? Like
they're just not good enough.
Well, but they could be good enough to get or passed around and get to the second round. To me, there's value in young team. Go.
It's for funsies, Joe. We're turning this thing over to VJ Max and fingernails, dude.
Fingernails.
Well, unfortunately, I like McCain, but the coach doesn't seem to like him. Doesn't play him. So
I don't think he's fully healthy. I think we get back to that original version of him next season.
Yep.
That's why we're just for funsies.
We're just having fun.
No.
We're just having fun. Just have fun. Joe, sit back and relax, man. Let this
you know what's fun?
do what it do.
The playoffs.
The playoffs are fun, and it's a good chance we might make the playoffs.
Sure.
But to sit here and change the complexity of the team is like, no.
This is where I'm wondering if you hit your head, or you just forgot, if you got amnesia.
The
Sixers in the playoffs are fun?
The playoffs can be fun.
Okay,
can be fun. Yes.
Is that right?
I wonder if you guys hit your head or where I am. Yeah. Let's just sit on our hands when we have a team that's probably going to make the playoffs and not get any help. Why?
Because
we're not serious.
You're not serious.
No.
We like the way the young kids are growing.
Very much not.
We like the way the young kids
You make
are
it sound like I'm trading away Maxey and Edgecombe. They're the basis of this. I'm trying to help them. That's all. I just want to get them some help.